I have the power to one-shot an emperor, but here's the catch. I can only one-shot emperors. If my opponent is even one level lower, I'm the one getting one shot. So, I keep my hands in my pockets and act like a total pro. I put on this arrogant vibe pretending I'm invincible against emperors, and anyone below that isn't even worth my time. But out in the real world, I'm terrified. What if some random nobody shoots me through the heart one day? That would be super embarrassing. To make people tremble at the name Gu Changfeng, I pick an emperor-level fighter to one-shot every once in a while. Recently, I was about to challenge the famous Emperor Hanhai, but my Tianji immortal estate got surrounded by 3 holy lands first. Xiaopojun, you used to be the #1 genius in the North Sea. Did you ever think that today I'd wipe your Tianji immortal estate completely off the map? Xiaopojun was beaten black and blue, but he didn't panic at all. Instead, he brought a bunch of elders and knelt right at my feet. In his eyes, his ancestor reached the Emperor realm 100 years ago. Dealing with these Saint Level scrubs should be a piece of cake. But he would never guess the truth. The real ancestor got struck by lightning and died during his breakthrough a century ago. I transmigrated and became the new owner of this powerless body. For the past 100 years, I hid the fact that I'm a complete weakling. I just stayed in the Nine Heavens Pavilion striking cool poses. But now I finally awakened the power to one-shot any emperor. But you idiots brought a bunch of saints to my doorstep. Are you trying to get me killed? Even though I can't beat a single one of them, I gotta keep up the act. What makes an emperor? It's looking down on absolutely everything. You treat all living beings like ants in the dirt. So right now, facing these peak saint-level fighters, I coldly squeezed out a few words through my teeth. Back the hell off. As soon as I spoke, the fighters from the 3 holy lands were instantly pushed back a half step. Rumors said the Tianji ancestor had reached the emperor realm, but they were just rumors. Today, just one sentence, and this massive aura proved it was all real. Just then, Zhao Tianheng, the master of the Chixiao divine sect, stepped up. If your Tianji immortal estate can produce an emperor, do you think my Chixiao sect can't? Please show yourself, ancestor. As he spoke, an old man flew down from the sky, laughing wildly. Ha 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 ha! Do you still remember me? I am the Chixiao monster, level 1 of the blazing emperor realm. His explosive emperor aura instantly suffocated Xiaopojun and the elders. But since I have the power to one-shot emperors, naturally I'm completely immune to all damage from emperor-level fighters. So not only am I not scared, I'm actually kind of excited. You should have said so earlier. You have an emperor-level fighter. You made me worry for nothing. Gu Changfeng, do you dare step up and fight me? Facing this provocation, everyone in the Tianji immortal estate looked straight at me. They were hoping I'd step up and lead them to victory. But I didn't say a single word. I figured if you're gonna flex, you gotta flex all the way. After all, my motto is, flexing is like the wind, always by my side. Seeing my silence, the Chixiao monster roared again. Coward! Do you dare fight me? In response, I contemptuously spit out a few words. You're not worthy yet. Hearing such a humiliating insult, the Chixiao monster wasn't even angry. Instead, he sneered. Destroying your Tianji immortal estate. Did you really think I came alone? Wang Hanshan Du Juechen. Time to show yourselves. In an instant, 2 massive emperor auras swept across the sky. I wonder, Taoist Gu. Facing 3 emperors at once, will you still be as arrogant as before? Hearing this, I was absolutely overjoyed inside. Somebody screen record this. My highlight reel is finally here. System alert. Main quest triggered. Make a name in the North Sea. Gain over 100,000 reputation points within 6 months. Success unlocks the cultivation system. Failure. A random body part shrinks by 4 inches. At this moment, the 3 ancestors saw me standing totally still. They thought I was scared out of my wits. So they started teasing Xiaopojun and the elders. If you surrender your souls and become my slaves, I might just spare your lives. Under the crushing pressure of 3 emperors, 1 elder finally cracked. Holy Master, I am so sorry. Right after that, a 2nd and 3rd elder hung their heads in shame. Holy Master, us too. Xiaopojun's heart completely dropped. Everyone, the Tianji immortal estate has always treated you well. How can you be such cowards? Ha 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 ha, little Pojun. A smart man knows when to yield. The Chixiao monster added fuel to the fire. I promise you this. Anyone who surrenders right now, I will return your freedom in 100 years. Hearing this, the hesitating elders immediately made up their minds. After all, 100 years for a Saint Level fighter is just the blink of an eye. In just a few moments, only the oldest guy, Elder Li, was left standing beside Xiaopojun. Elder Li, I didn't expect you'd be the only one willing to stay. The elder sighed softly at his words. Sigh. Holy Master, please take care of yourself. With that, he didn't even look back. He just turned and walked away. Now it was just me and Xiaopojun left in the entire area. Ha 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 ha! Little Pojun, how does it feel to be completely betrayed by everyone? Xiaopojun looked helplessly at his ancestor. His initial trust had turned into extreme doubt. Why wasn't the ancestor attacking even now? Was he actually scared? Meanwhile, I was just thinking about what cool pose to strike when I one-shot these 3 emperors. After all, the system said I just needed to yell the word activate to use my power. The visual effects are randomly generated, but they're guaranteed to look sick. But before I could decide, all the traitors around me actually defected. Well, this mutiny proved those elders were unreliable anyway. So, I muttered, activate, under my breath. I kept my hands in my pockets, looked up at the sky, and said, I'll give you 10 seconds. Choose, surrender or die. As soon as I said that, the whole crowd lost their minds. Was Gu Changfeng crazy? Even if he was a level 2 emperor, he couldn't take on 3 of them at once. But I didn't care what they thought. I just pointed straight at the Chixiao monster. System alert. Host is using the Emperor one-shot ability. randomizing visual effects. Rising dragon punch effect successfully matched. As a giant golden dragon soared up into the sky, the Chixiao monster took one look and knew. He absolutely couldn't block this attack. "Quick, you two, hurry up and help me!" But his desperate cry for help got absolutely zero response, because the moment the dragon appeared, the other two tore a hole through space and fled. But what they didn't expect was this. After punching a massive hole right through the Chixiao monster, the golden dragon shot directly into their portal. Seconds later, two huge splatters of blood sprayed out from the void. Seeing this, the leaders of the three Holy Lands and the thousands of elite fighters behind them all turned pale as ghosts. Those were three Emperor-level powerhouses. How could they get one shot by a single punch? System alert. Congratulations to the host for killing 3 Emperor-level ancestors. Reputation points increased by 5. 5? Is this system messing with me right now? I killed 3 Emperors and only got 5 reputation points. If I need to hit 100,000 points in 6 months, wiping out every Emperor on the continent still wouldn't be enough. I almost lost it and cursed out loud right then and there. "Don't rush, host," the system explained. "You just pulled off a massive flex, but it only reached those 3,000 fighters. Your fame hasn't spread yet." Hearing this, I felt a bit better. Just then, Xiao Pojin walked over with a sneaky smirk. "Patriarch, the strong enemies are dead. What should we do with the survivors from the 3 great Holy Lands? Kill them all?" That question actually stumped me. If I nod, who's gonna do the dirty work? Nobody's just gonna stand there and let themselves get killed. But just as I was hesitating, a huge crowd across from us suddenly dropped to their knees. "Patriarch Xiao, we lost our minds just now. Please spare us." "Patriarch, we were forced to come here. We never wanted to attack the heavenly immortal mansion." Seeing this, I immediately passed the buck. "Pojin, what do you think?" Hearing this, Xiao Pojin instantly got an idea. "The Patriarch is testing me. Yes, this is definitely a test." His brain worked in overdrive. With the Patriarch's godlike power, he could kill them easily. He wouldn't need to ask me. So the Patriarch definitely wants them alive. Xiao Pojin thought about the ruined state of their mansion and had an epiphany. The Patriarch wants them to stay and rebuild. It adds top-tier fighters to our ranks. Sparing them also secures their resources. It prevents a desperate fight to the death. The Patriarch is a genius. He bowed his hands. "Patriarch, let's spare them for now to rebuild our mansion." "Sure, you handle it." Hearing my approval, Xiao Pojin got super excited. "Haha, I guessed right. The Patriarch was definitely testing me." He immediately channeled his power and shouted to the crowd, "Surrender your life souls and you will be spared." In just a few moments, Xiao Pojin held thousands of life souls in his hand. The 3 enemy holy lords watched their elders betray them. They were furious but didn't dare to show it. "Ha ha ha ha, Ye Zong Zhao Tianheng Yin Juk Xuan. If you 3 are willing to become slaves for our heavenly mansion, I can beg the Patriarch to spare your lives." Hearing this, my heart skipped a beat. "That's enough. If you push them too far, we're all gonna die." Facing Xiao Pojin's arrogant shouts, Zhao Tianheng couldn't bear the insult. "I am a peak Saint Realm expert. How can I be a slave? If I must die, I'll die with dignity." After saying that, he formed a hand seal and shattered his own heart. Ye Zong and Yin Juk Xuan looked at each other. "Let's fight to the death." Just as they were about to unleash all their power, I quickly spoke up. "Room and board included. We surrender." 2 life souls immediately flew out of their bodies. Of course, the ones who had it worst were the former elders of the heavenly mansion. They became the lowest of the low slaves. 3 days later, in a secret realm of the Nether Ghost domain, an old man sat quietly fishing by a river at the 3 Lives altar. Judging by his ancient aura, he had lived for countless eras. Suddenly, an urgent shout broke the silence. "Ancestor, your unfilial descendant Yin Juxuan has come to beg for forgiveness." "Jiuxuan? Didn't you go with them to attack the heavenly mansion? What is your crime?" Hearing this, Yin Juxuan burst into tears. He looked nothing like the majestic holy lord of the ghost domain. "Ancestor, you've been in seclusion. You don't know. The 3 great holy lands are done for, completely destroyed." Through his tears, he recounted the entire battle. He even mentioned the humiliating fact that Xiao Pojin forced him to haul manure after being enslaved. "That Xiao Pojin went too far. Ancestor, please take action and avenge your grandson." But hearing this, the old man asked about something else entirely. "Juxuan, answer me this. Did anyone try to stop you when you escaped from the mansion?" Yin Juxuan thought for a moment and replied, "I sneaked out when Xiao Pojin was distracted." "Idiot!" the old man scolded. "That Xiao kid might not have noticed, but you think Patriarch Gu Changfeng couldn't detect you?" He sighed and said, "Juxuan, you fell for it. Gu Changfeng let you escape on purpose. He already knows I exist. He's testing the waters." Hearing his elder's warning, Yin Juxuan broke into a cold sweat. "Ancestor, but we aren't scared of him, right? 10,000 years ago, I couldn't one-shot 3 first-stage emperors, but I am not who I used to be." The white-robed old man unleashed a terrifying aura. Yin Juxuan's eyes lit up. "Ancestor, you broke through?" "Yes, I have comprehended the secrets of the 3 Lives altar. I successfully reached the 3rd-stage emperor realm. Gu Changfeng is probably at my level." "What? Gu Changfeng is also a 3rd-stage emperor? What should we do?" Yin Juxuan honestly didn't expect Gu Changfeng to be so strong. He could actually tie with the ancestor. "Haha, no worries, I have a plan." Yin Tianzin stroked his beard and smiled. "Listen, Juxuan, go back to the heavenly mansion first." Meanwhile, I was soaking in the joy of my rising reputation points. In just 3 days, it went from 5 points straight to 1,000. Ding! Congratulations, host! You have unlocked the gacha feature. A single pull costs 1,000 points. A 10 pull gets a 10% discount. 10 pulls guarantee a drop, but single pulls create miracles. Give me a single miracle pull. Congratulations, host, you pulled a bottle of digestion pills. System, are you messing with me? Host, you don't understand, so stop complaining. The system replied calmly. These are premium medicinal pills. It's just that their effect is aiding digestion. Hearing that, I couldn't even argue. Helpless, I just waited for my points to increase. But when it hit 1,100 points, it completely stopped moving. What's going on? Is my name not famous enough in the North Sea domain? Ding. This is because the quality of your fame spread isn't high enough. Points depend on two things. First, your perceived strength in others' minds. Second, their own strength level. Hearing this explanation, it instantly clicked. I killed Old Man Chi Xiao and the others. But outsiders probably guess my strength is only at the second or third stage. It's nowhere near the shock value of a peerless expert like Emperor Hanhai. His title is Hanhai, which is why this entire domain is named the Hanhai Domain. The biggest factions here are 1 underground palace, 3 great sects, 7 noble families, and 10 holy lands. The power I showed so far hasn't impressed those 7 noble families at all. Looks like I still need to finish that letter to Emperor Hanhai. But right when I was halfway done, I got interrupted again. I am Yin Tianzun. I have come specifically to visit Patriarch Gu Changfeng. Please grant me an audience. Hearing this voice, Holy Lord Xiaopojin immediately shot into the sky. He faced Yin Tianzun like a deadly enemy. He could clearly feel the pressure. It was way heavier than Qi Xiao and the other two. Meanwhile, Yin Juxuan was hauling manure. Seeing his own ancestor arrive, he instantly dropped the poop bucket. As a core descendant of the Yin family, one of the 7 nobles, when had he ever suffered such humiliation? Once the ancestor flattens this mansion, I'm going to make Xiaopojin eat crap. But Yin Tianzun didn't attack Xiaopojin. Instead, he spoke very politely. Holy Lord of the Heavenly Mansion! I am Yin Tianzun. I have come to apologize to the Heavenly Mansion. A few days ago, my unfilial grandson, Yin Juxuan... Yin Tianzun didn't finish his sentence, but Xiaopojin already understood. Good Lord, that dog hid himself well. To think he has an elder with this level of cultivation at home. But facing an Emperor Realm expert's apology, Xiaopojin didn't dare to act arrogant. He quickly bowed. Senior, please wait in the questioning heaven hall. I will report to the Patriarch immediately. Down below, Yin Juxuan was super confused seeing his ancestor apologizing. Why didn't the ancestor just go get the other 3 elders? They could just 4v1 this guy and wreck him. Just then, Yin Tianzun's voice echoed in his mind. Don't panic, Juxuan. I have a brilliant plan. Hearing his ancestor say this, Yin Juxuan felt totally reassured. After escorting Yin Tianzun to the hall, Xiaopojin rushed to the 9 Clouds Terrace to report to me. Patriarch, the man who just arrived is Yin Juxuan's elder. His strength is very likely at the 3rd stage Emperor realm. Hearing that a 3rd stage Emperor had arrived, I was instantly intrigued. Alright, go entertain him first. I'll be there shortly. 15 minutes later, Yin Tianzun was getting pretty annoyed waiting in the hall. He asked in confusion. Holy Lord Xiao, why is Taoist Gu taking so long? I dare not question the Patriarch's actions. Please forgive me. Just wait a little longer. He should arrive soon. However, that little longer turned into 6 hours. Yin Juxuan snapped. Xiaopojin, your Patriarch has some nerve making us wait. Juxuan, shut up! We are guests, and we're here to apologize. What's the harm in waiting a bit? After saying that, Yin Tianzun secretly sent a telepathic message. Juxuan, you are still too young. This is clearly Patriarch Gu Changfeng testing our sincerity. He isn't afraid of angering me. This proves his strength is definitely at the 3rd stage Emperor realm. Hearing this, Yin Juxuan immediately shut his mouth. He thought to himself, these old geezers play way too many mind games. Meanwhile, Xiaopojin was feeling pretty awkward. Why isn't the Patriarch here yet? Didn't he say he'd be right over? Right at that moment, a familiar figure appeared outside the hall. Yin Tianzun stared intensely. He couldn't help but mutter in confusion. A mortal? Just then, I walked into the hall, panting slightly. Damn it, climbing all those stairs and mountain paths, I'm exhausted. That's right. I didn't arrive late because I wanted to flex. I was just walking the whole time. It was a good 10-mile hike from the terrace to here. My apologies, fellow cultivator. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's talk. I picked up a teacup from the table and downed it in one gulp. But this totally ordinary image? In Yin Tianzun's eyes, it was something else entirely. Yin Tianzun thought to himself. Is he hiding his power with some crazy artifact? Or is he just way stronger than me? Could it be that legendary mortal heart technique only rank 9 emperors can use? Yin Tianzun stared so hard his eyes turned bloodshot. But no matter how he looked, the guy just seemed like an ordinary mortal. But how could a mortal one-shot 3 emperors? So he spoke with extreme politeness. Hey, Taoist Gu, I came here to apologize. That brat Yin Juxuan was blind and offended you. Please forgive us. He pulled a storage ring from his sleeve. Here are 30,000 supreme spirit crystals to cover your losses. Xiaopojin's eyes went wide. 30,000? That was 10 years of income for the heavenly mansion. But I didn't care at all. Spirit crystals are useless to me. I need reputation points. So I put on my best tough guy act. 30,000? Do I look like a beggar to you? Surprisingly, Yin Tianzun wasn't mad. He just kept apologizing. My bad, Taoist Gu. Crystals are great for normal guys, but completely useless for Emperor Realm experts like us. I actually caught a big fish a few days ago. Want to share a meal? I was shocked. This guy had a great temper. I pushed him and he still wanted to buy me dinner? Should I just attack him? No, that makes me look bad. It would totally ruin my image. Meanwhile, Yin Tianzun was scheming. He's so arrogant, he must be strong. Good thing I came prepared. He grabbed his fish basket and placed it on the table. Inside, a black and white striped fish was jumping around. Xiao Pojin asked, Senior Yin, what is that? This is no ordinary fish. It's a void kun. It took me 1,300 years to catch this one. Yin Tianzun looked pretty proud of himself. I secretly admired him. Over 1,000 years for one fish? What a terrible fisherman. Taoist Gu, this void kun is a rare treasure. Just one bite boosts an emperor's power. Let's eat it together. I instantly agreed. I haven't had a decent meal in the 100 years since I crossed over. Cultivators don't eat. I only have pills and spirit grass here. I've been a hardcore vegan for a century. Yin Tianzun skillfully prepped the fish. Yin Juxuan was completely confused. Why was his ancestor bringing out the void kun, yin-yang root grass and rootless water? Why share these treasures with an outsider? He sent a secret message. Ancestor, this isn't worth it, Yin Tianzun replied. You fool! You think I'm just giving this away? Void kun meat mixed with that grass creates a deadly poison. One sip of soup and a normal emperor's core will explode. I specifically went to the pill heart sect to get 3 emperor-grade Bane pills. This goo kid doesn't have any pills. One bite of fish and he'll blow up in 15 minutes. Half an hour later, a bowl of golden fish soup was ready. I asked the system. Since this fish boosts power, can it heal my broken meridians? The system rolled its eyes. Stop dreaming. Your body was wrecked by a heavenly tribulation. That fish won't do a thing. I wasn't surprised. I just wanted to enjoy a good meal. I picked up the first piece of fish. Yin Tianzun watched eagerly, his expression turning icy. Taoist goo, how does it taste? It's absolutely delicious, Yin thought to himself. Stubborn kid. Let's see how much you can handle. He shoved more fish into my bowl. I didn't care. I happily ate it all and drank some soup. Taoist Yin, you eat too. Don't just watch me. Yin expected this. He calmly ate a piece. Instantly, wild energy ripped through his core. He quickly used his emperor-grade pill to absorb it. It took him 40 breaths to finally calm down. Damn, I underestimated this poison. One piece burned through 1/5 of my pills. He couldn't understand why I looked so relaxed. Did I take a pill too? Or was I just that much stronger? I noticed Yin Tianzun spacing out after just one bite. So I asked, Taoist Yin, is your appetite okay? Yin felt totally provoked. My appetite is way better than yours. He swallowed another piece, hiding his pain. Taoist Gu, your turn. I happily ate more. Yin didn't want to lose. We started a hardcore speed-eating contest. Yin Juxuan was sweating bullets. Ancestor, you gotta win! Even though Yin claimed he was my equal, Juxuan wasn't stupid. His ancestor was clearly struggling. Soon Yin burned through all his pills. He stared at his 6th piece of fish. To eat or not to eat? While he hesitated, I taunted him. Taoist Yin, full already? I ate another piece. Yin couldn't take the insult. He gritted his teeth and swallowed his 6th piece. With no pills left, the wild energy wrecked his body. He forced his cultivation level down just to suppress it. He barely survived. That was his absolute limit. He couldn't even handle a drop of soup now. Just then, Yin Juxuan sent an excited message. Ancestor, look! Gu is struggling! Yin Tianzun looked up. My face did look a little pale. Was this his turning point? But as they watched eagerly, I let out a huge burp and pulled out a bottle of digestion pills. Yin Tianzun stared at it and froze. A whole bottle of pills, all above Emperor grade. Not even the top alchemists could make these, and I was eating them like candy. He finally realized how outmatched he was. He wanted to run, but he was too terrified to even move his legs. The digestion pills worked instantly. I was hungry again. I finished the fish, but there was still plenty of soup. I scooped a bowl for myself and one for Yin. Taoist Yin, wash it down with some soup. Yin frantically waved his hands. No, I'm completely full! Don't waste it, just have a little more. Taoist Gu, I'm stuffed. Also, my mom is going into labor, I gotta go. Just one sip before you leave. Are you disrespecting me? Yin was terrified, but he figured if he just took one sip, he could finally escape. He swore he would never talk to that idiot Juxuan again. But the second he swallowed a drop, his core swelled up. Then, boom, he exploded. Yin Juxuan dropped to his knees, staring at his exploded ancestor. I was shocked. Do these guys have no hygiene? The old guy made a gross mess everywhere, and the kid was crying right in it. Disgusting. Hey, Juxuan, take your elder's body back to your family and don't bother coming back. Juxuan panicked. He remembered his ancestor's warning. It was a trap. Now I was letting him go. He felt hopeless, but he had no choice. He had to obey. He was just a Peak Saint Realm nobody. He couldn't fight a monster like me. He had to let his family head decide. So he packed up the body in a magic bag and ran away. Watching him leave, Xiao Pojin muttered, The ancestor actually spared him? At first, he thought Yin was really here to apologize. Then he realized it was a hidden, deadly battle all along. Meanwhile, I felt completely ripped off. The idiot ate himself to death. I couldn't even kill him for reputation points. 3 days later, back at the Yin family estate. 4 Emperor Realm elders and their leader, Yin Dao, stared at kneeling Juxuan. Yin Dao spoke. If he terrified Tianzun so much he couldn't run, this Gu Changfeng is unimaginably powerful. Boss, Tianzun is dead. We need to figure out why Gu let Juxuan come back alive. A rank 2 elder chimed in. Boss, could this be about that secret item? Mentioning that item made everyone turn pale. Yin Dao sighed deeply. The power balance in the vast sea domain is about to shift. He pulled a small purple gourd from his waist. Whatever. If Gu wants to fight the 3 sects and the vast sea emperor, I'll help him. Juxuan, take this to Gu and don't come back. From now on, the Yin family is stepping down from the great families. Juxuan looked up in sheer shock. Boss, we've ruled for 1,000,000 years. Are we really scared of this guy? Yindao looked at the clueless kid. If you're not an emperor, you'll never understand his true terror. Without another word, he vanished into the void with the elders. Soon, Juxuan was completely alone. But shockingly, within just 3 hours, every single top-tier fighter in the Yin family completely disappeared. Inside the Juxiao Cloud Terrace, I was listening to the system's announcement. Ding! You've intimidated the entire Yin family. Reputation points plus 200. Reputation points plus 100. My points were about to break the 5,000 mark. Hitting 5,000 points unlocks the system shop. Too bad it got stuck at 4733. But I was still pretty thrilled. Hey, system, that Yin guy literally died from explosive diarrhea. You're counting that as my kill. Yes. As long as you directly or indirectly cause a target's death, you gain reputation points. Killing a tier 3 emperor gives this much? If I kill Emperor Hanhai, I'll hit the jackpot. Just as I was getting hyped, Xiao Pojin's panicked voice rang out. Patriarch, great news! The Yin family just sent an earth treasure to apologize. They promised to vanish from the Hanhai realm and never touch our disciples. Yin Juxuan reluctantly pulled out the tier 4 earth treasure, the purple gourd. I looked at this gourd. It was worth an entire heaven-level estate. I gave it a calm review. Sigh, what a piece of junk. Sending me a real emperor would have been better. I didn't mean anything by it, but Yin Juxuan looked like he wanted to cry. His family's ultimate treasure was just trash to the Patriarch. Looks like I'll never get to make Xiao Pojin eat dirt, he thought. Patriarch, there's one more thing. We've absorbed the resources of the 3 holy lands, but we're missing a lot of elders. How should we fill the spots? Please advise. Pojin, what's your plan? I want to host an elder recruitment event for the entire Hanhai realm. We can set high rewards to attract rogue cultivators. I pointed out the main issue. The Heaven's Pole estate never lacked saints. Saints are basically bugs compared to an emperor. But publicly, Emperor Hanhai is the only emperor in the realm. No other emperor has ever shown their face and nobody knows why. How could our tiny estate invite an emperor? While he was thinking, I tossed the purple gourd at him. Use this tier 4 earth treasure as the reward to recruit an emperor. Also, any emperor who visits can pick a holy relic from our vault, even if they refuse to stay. This massive flex totally stunned Yin Juxuan. Holy relics and earth treasures are the foundation of any faction. Gu Changfeng was handing them out like free candy. Plus, if you buy a guest elder's loyalty, who's to say they won't betray you? Xiao Pojin also thought it was risky, but he figured the Patriarch had a master plan. So, he grabbed the purple gourd and left the terrace to set up the event. Instantly, every major faction was on edge. 3 days later, Heaven's Pole Peak was packed. Rogue cultivators, sect elders, and royal family members showed up. There were even spies from major factions. Mu King Sui was one of them. She came from the Bright Moon sect, one of the top 3 cults. She was a tier 3 emperor. Her mission was to scope out Gu Changfeng and snatch the purple gourd. Why pick her? Mainly because she played things way too safe. Even as a tier 3 emperor and a hidden sect master, she never changed. She still lived in the dorms with the chore disciples. What's crazier, if a low-level disciple messed with her, she'd suck it up first. She'd background check all their connections and only strike when she was 100% safe. Right now, she used a secret art to disguise herself as a martial king. Little Mu, it's been 300 years, you're still as cautious as ever. Mu King Xiu panicked. A mere martial king saw through her disguise. She quickly sensed his aura. Then she rolled her eyes. A tier 2 emperor from the Dangson sect disguised as a martial king? Isn't that overkill? Bullshit, this is called being careful. Only an emperor can spot an emperor. The 2 overly cautious emperors started swearing at each other via telepathy. Meanwhile, I was listening to Xiao's report. Patriarch, we got a ton of strong applicants. Over 400 saints alone. Any emperors? Xiao Pojin shook his head. No signs of any emperors yet. Hearing this, I waved my hand and dismissed him. Sigh. Without an emperor to protect me, I'll just keep hiding in the terrace. Right then, a dragon's roar echoed through the sky. A man flew in riding a flood dragon. Where is Patriarch Gu Changfeng? In the crowd, Mu Qing Sui and Old Monster Yan squinted and gasped in unison. An emperor, and a totally unknown one. The noise dragged me outside. With that kind of aura, he was definitely an emperor. Even if he wasn't, I had to maintain my image as a supreme powerhouse. When the crowd saw my mortal-level aura, they were all shocked. I actually can't read his power level at all. As expected from the man who destroyed 3 holy lands, I am Chu Quangren, a rogue cultivator. The crowd instantly erupted. Only other rogue cultivators knew how insane it was to reach the Emperor realm without a sect. It was as impossible as a man giving birth. Chu Quangren's arrival fired them up. Without thinking, they started chanting a legendary phrase. All hail the rogue emperor! That was exactly what Chu Quangren wanted to hear. He faced the tens of thousands of cultivators and spoke loudly. I, Chu Quangren, was born with a holy body. At 10, I reached the Martial King realm and slew a golden-winged rock above my level. At 18, I became a martial lord. Then I fought 38 ancient martial lords. The battle blackened the sky. Since then, no one in the Dragon Whiskers ruins dared call themselves a martial lord. At 35, I ascended to the Emperor realm. His insane confidence infected the entire crowd. Going from a mortal to a martial emperor in just 35 years? What kind of monster talent was this? I heard you wiped out 3 holy lands. I've now perfected the Tier 1 Emperor realm. So I came specifically to challenge you. Let's test our skills. I coldly rejected him. You can't. You're too weak. Plus, whoever challenges me doesn't get a friendly spar. They only get death. Gu Changfeng, you're way too arrogant. Don't think you're invincible just because you beat 3 strong guys. As he spoke, a golden spear appeared in his hand. The real reason he was so cocky? His black armor held the soul of an ancient supreme being. It was a soul with the power of a tier 6 emperor. Ding! Detected host using the Instakill emperor skill, randomizing visual effects. Great desolate heaven imprisoning finger effect matched. The clouds violently swirled in the sky. A massive finger crashed down from above. Chu Kuangren panicked. Under this giant finger he couldn't use his spiritual energy or even move. He totally regretted his life choices. Senior, please save me! At the brink of death, a black phantom flew out of his chest. But half a second later, the finger wiped out both the phantom and Chu Kuangren. Ding! You successfully killed the protagonist of the Hanhai realm. Reputation points plus 2,000. You also received a white loot box. Since your points broke 5,000, the system shop is now unlocked. No wonder his entrance was so extra. He was the realm's main character. But what's with this white box? Do main characters drop loot? I opened the box. You obtained a map to the Dragon God Underground Palace and a master key. Congratulations, you've triggered a hidden quest. Head to the Dragon God ruins within 3 days and retrieve the Dragon God's remains. Success unlocks the check-in feature. Failure wipes your reputation points to 0 and exposes you as a mortal. Hearing this, my mouth twitched. Making a powerless mortal like me go there, that's literal suicide. If you want me dead, just say it. Why play games? Meanwhile, Mu King Sui and Old Monster Yan were absolutely shook. That giant finger was mind-blowing. It completely shattered their worldview. Plus, right before Chu Kuangren got vaporized, a super terrifying aura appeared, but it still got wiped out instantly. A tier 6 emperor was killed with 1 finger. This gave Mu and Yan a cold sweat. Nope, we gotta get out of here right now. But just as they tried to slip away, my eyes locked onto them. Their hearts skipped a beat. 3 very long seconds passed and I looked away. They let out a huge sigh of relief, but then got super confused. Senior Yan, Patriarch Gu spotted us but didn't kill us. What's his angle? Don't forget, today is the Heaven's Pole Estate recruitment event. With that hint, Mu King Sui finally connected the dots. He wanted them to join his crew. They dropped their disguises immediately. Their emperor-level auras instantly exploded. I am Mu King Sui. Greetings, Patriarch Gu. I am Old Monster Yan. Greetings, Patriarch Gu. However, I totally ignored them. I was too busy stressing over the Dragon God quest. This made the 2 overthinkers panic even more. Does the Patriarch think we're not sincere enough? Thinking this, they shouted at the exact same time. We wish to join Heaven's Pole Estate and offer 30,000 premium spirit crystals. Mu King Su was pissed. Yan actually outbid her, so she quickly yelled. I'll offer 35,000. I bid 40,000. 45,000. 60,000. Mu King Sui had to give up. Her total net worth was only 50,000. Meanwhile, Old Monster Yan was gloating inside. Ha ha ha. You're way too green to challenge my wealth. But while they waited for my response, I asked something totally different. Do you 2 know anything about the Dragon God ruins? Hearing this, they jolted. The Dragon God ruins? Not only had they heard of it, they knew it very well. Because just half a month ago, the old sect masters of Bright Moon and Dangson had actually gone inside. Yes, we know of it. Great. Follow me to the ruins within 3 days. Haha. These 2 are both emperors. They'll make the perfect bodyguards. They can clear the low-level mobs in the dungeon and I'll handle the boss. 2 days later. Inside a dark canyon, a man held a compass. It was a tier 6 earth treasure called the Heavenly Fate Compass. In front of him stood a stone door covered in magic seals. Even as a tier 7 emperor, he couldn't smash it open. He was Chen Yan, the 3rd generation master of the Dangson sect. Wait, this isn't right. According to the compass, the main character who opens this door should have shown up by now. Where is he? I've run this simulation 10,000 times. Every time the conclusion is the same. The chosen one will open the ruins entrance. While he's thinking, a gorgeous woman with the same power level walks over. She's Li Yue, leader of the Hao Yue sect. Just like Chen Yan, she's waiting here early for the chosen one. But something weird is happening. Over the past 2 days, the Dragon God Palace's location leaked. He just checked outside the canyon. Tons of cultivators are swarming in from all over. That's impossible. I used a secret technique to hide this place. How did they find it? Meanwhile, I'm just taking a stroll in the canyon with Mu King Sui and Old Yan. The canyon is packed with cultivators from different sects. This is exactly my plan. I've read enough cultivation novels to know these guys are up to no good. Grave robbing always gets people killed. Not to mention, I'm just a normal mortal. So I leaked the news. Let the rogue cultivators be my meat shields. Senior, the ruins entrance is right ahead. Mu King Su points at the stone gate. I look over. And I see Chen Yan and Li Yue looking dead serious. Of course, they spot us too. Chen Yan puts down his divination board and asks in shock. Lai Yang, shouldn't you be at the Tianji Immortal Mansion? Why are you here? And Xing Shui, what are you doing? Then they stare at me, but they realize they can't read this good-looking guy's power level at all. As a top-tier expert in the Hanhai realm, Li Wei isn't stupid. She knows a guy she can't read isn't just a mortal. The problem is, she's a level 7 emperor. If she can't read him, he must be level 8 or 9. And there's only one person above level 8 in the whole realm, the Hanhai Emperor. But the Emperor is a woman, just like her. With that out of the way, there's only one option left. This guy must be the chosen one the compass predicted. Thinking this, she pulls Mu King Sui aside. King Sui, did you finish your mission? Why are you with the chosen one? Mu King Sui looks completely confused. Old leader, what chosen one? This is Senior Gu Changfeng. Then, she tells them exactly what happened over the last 2 days. Li Yue is absolutely shocked. What? The chosen one got one-shotted by this kid? This is huge. Li Yue secretly sends a voice transmission to Chen Yan. The chosen one was Chu Guangren. Gu Changfeng already killed him. I'm not deaf, I heard it, and I just ran a divination on him. And the result? Unreadable. Totally unknown. Utterly unreadable. There's a power in his fate that transcends the heavens. No matter how I calculate, the compass gives only one answer. He has no cultivation. He's a complete mortal. Chen Yan puts away the compass and bows respectfully. I am Chen Yan of the Dangsan Holy Sect. Greetings, Taoist Gu. I am Li Yue of the Hao Yu Sect. Greetings, Taoist Gu. Ding! Host successfully spread a super high-quality reputation. Reputation points plus 10,000. Hearing this, I smirk at Mu Ching Shui and Old Yan. Wow, looks like we bumped into your old friends. They instantly get the hint. Senior, they are our former leaders, but we belong to the Tianji Mansion now. We will only serve the Tianji Mansion. We have nothing to do with them. You can see what massive kiss asses these two are. Their old bosses are bowing to me, so they immediately pledge their loyalty. The two old sect leaders just twitch their lips. Seriously? We sent you to investigate and you straight up defected? But as real big shots, they know the ruin is more important right now, so they don't get mad. Everyone's got their own agenda. Chen Yan and Li Yue are figuring out how to use my identity to enter the ruin. And I'm figuring out how to use these two leaders to farm some reputation points. Just then, 3 more powerful cultivators fly in. The leader, Zhao Cheng, looks surprised. Someone beat us here and they look like 5 mortals. But as a martial emperor who survived for thousands of years, he knows better than to underestimate people. So he humbly probes. Are you all here looking for opportunities too? Chen Yan's crew stays quiet, waiting for my reaction. I just nod calmly. In that case, if you don't mind, how about we team up? I'm Zhao Cheng. These two are the Sima brothers. We're from the Xingyun sect in the Great Jin dynasty. Pausing here, Zhao Cheng keeps probing. May I ask where you Taoists are from? I rack my brain about this Xingyun sect. Never heard of it. That means it's a tiny place. In other words, this old guy's cultivation is definitely below the emperor level, but he could still easily one-shot me, so I keep a low profile. We're just rogue cultivators. Our skills are nothing worth mentioning. Ma Kingsu chimes in. Yeah, exactly. We're just low-level rogue cultivators. Zhao Cheng chuckles. Even if you are rogues, you aren't ordinary ones. With my martial emperor vision, I can't see through your true power levels at all. Hearing him claim to be a martial emperor, I flinch. A martial emperor can materialize aura. They are insanely strong. I decide to lay even lower. So it's Senior Zhao. Hearing me call him Senior, Chen Yan and Li Yue start overthinking again. A peerless expert like Gu Changfeng is calling a mere martial emperor Senior? Old man, what do you think? Gu Changfeng is incredibly cunning. He definitely has an ulterior motive. Let's just play along. Once we're in the ruins, we'll split up and find the dragon god's remains. So they pretend to be weaklings too, calling Zhao Cheng Senior. As for Mu Ching Shui and Old Yan, they're already overly cautious cowards. Playing dumb is what they do best. Senior, we really are just normal rogues. As for why you can't read us, it's because we have a secret technique to hide our aura. Then Mu King Sui disguises her level. She drops it to a mere martial spirit, not even a martial king. Zhao Chen takes another look. Except for me, the other 4's true levels become clear. Just 4 martial spirit noobs. His respectful attitude vanishes instantly. Right then, a shrill female voice rings out in the canyon. Stop right there! A red-haired girl drops from the sky. Behind her is a masked man. His aura is just as strong as Zhao Cheng's. Clearly, another martial emperor. After talking it over, the 2 emperors agree to enter the ruin together. But they immediately get stuck at the stone gate. No matter how they attack, it won't open. Brute force isn't working. They have to use their brains. Zhao Cheng studies it and finds all the gate seals converge at one single point. If I'm right, this is the array core. To get in, we need the exact key. Sima Jun asks. Elder Zhao, does that mean we can't open this gate at all? Sigh, it seems that way. I chime in. Are you guys talking about this? Everyone stares at the key in my hand. They are completely dumbfounded. Chen Yan is especially shocked. He previously tracked the key's location with his compass. He found it was in the far north. He rushed there immediately. But then he learned the key moved to the far south. So he rushed south. But things never go as planned. When he got there, the compass gave a new clue. The key was taken by the Chosen One. And the Chosen One's location was untrackable. He could only predict when the ruin would open. That's why he waited here. Now, looking at the key in my hand, he realizes just how terrifying I am. One-shotting 3 Holy Land ancestors. The Elder recruitment event? It was all a setup, a trap for the Chosen One, luring him out step by step to assassinate him. Thinking about this, he gets terrified. He might just be a pawn on my chessboard too. Meanwhile, looking at the key, the red-haired girl walks over first. She snatches it without a word. Damn, this girl has 0 manners. I didn't say you could have it. Just wait till you hit the Emperor level. I'm totally gonna spank you. But the girl already walks up to the gate. She inserts the key into the black spot. The stone gate slowly opens. Everyone looks on in disbelief. Nobody expected a bunch of martial spirit nobodies to actually have the key. Snapping back to reality, they all invite me to team up. They think I have insane luck. After thinking for a second, I choose the red-haired girl's team. Don't ask me why. If you know, you know. As for Chen Yan and Li Yue, they split up with us right after the gate opens. Host successfully entered the Dragon God Palace. Reward, 2 lottery draws. Awesome, I get to draw again. I really hope I don't get digestion pills this time. Congratulations! Host won 1 bottle of shampoo and 1 bottle of body wash. System, do you want a beating? What use are these in a cultivation world? While I'm complaining, I hear the red-haired girl Shu Yan yell in excitement. Senior, look, there's an herb garden ahead. This must be where the dragon god grew his spiritual plants. This is a massive jackpot. Yanner, look, Emperor-grade soul flowers over there. There's at least 10,000 of them. Shuyen and masked Uncle Feng don't waste a single second. They start stuffing their spatial bags like crazy. Just one of these herbs would cause a bloodbath back in their great Qi dynasty. Soon, they completely fill up 4 spatial bags. Uncle Feng, do you have any extra bags? Nope. That was my last one. Sigh, guess we have to leave the rest of the herbs behind. Shuyan obviously doesn't want to leave the garden just yet. She turns to look at us. Senior, do you have any extra spatial bags? Can I borrow a few? Uncle Feng walks over too. If Taoist helps us out, the Great Qi royal family will owe you a huge favor. In his eyes, a lowly rogue like me only needs a few herbs. I don't need spatial bags. So he's trading a precious royal favor. For some bags I won't even use. It's an offer I couldn't possibly refuse. But hearing this, I stay completely blank. Uncle Feng frowns at my reaction. If that's not enough, you can join the Great Qi dynasty once we leave. You'll get royal